Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This eye look will be up sometime. It's gonna be my summer eye look. This is actually a trial run that I did, and I really like how it came out. So this will be up for you guys if you would like to see it. Now, I asked you guys for some video ideas, and I thought maybe for every season I could do something like this, because that's usually when the big launches are every season. So we are going into the summertime now, so I thought it would be a good time for me to do my first anti-haul video. Basically, I'm going to be showing some products. I'll put pictures up on the screen so you guys can see them. I'm going to be talking about some products that are recently coming out or have came out that I'm just not that interested in buying for one reason or another. If you like something that I said I'm not going to buy, or that I don't want to buy, or that doesn't intrigue me, do you, girl. It is fine. No hard feelings. But I'm going to pull up my phone right now because I took screenshots of everything that I'm going to talk about today. So we're going to jump right into this. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about today is the Heavy Metal Glitters by Urban Decay. So these glitters, if you're looking at them on the screen, the packaging to me just looks like it's going to be a mess. In my opinion, okay, it looks like Halloween makeup. You know, it looks like, I don't know. Now, the swatches that I'm looking at don't look half bad. They're sparkly, they look pretty. I just think that packaging is going to be a nightmare. It doesn't intrigue me. They're $21 for that little thing. I just don't think that's going to happen, and I love glitters, and I really do like Urban Decay as well, but this is a no from me. So the next product, I think that these have been out for a while, if I'm not mistaken. These are the Tutti Frutti blushes from Too Faced. With it being two different things in one pan, I hate that if it's not supposed to be the same thing, you know what I mean? If it's okay, this is your blush and you're supposed to mix it, okay, cool. But what I have a problem with is that this is claiming to be a blush, but it looks like it's got a blush and then a highlight. This does not look very appealing to me. Like I said, it looks like a blush and a highlight, but I guess you're supposed to mix them. It's just supposed to be a blush. And if you weren't supposed to mix them, I hate it when they're supposed to be separate things in one pan. It's very hard to get your brush into that, especially for something like blush and highlight. So this is the Summer 2019 collection, the Pearl Glow collection by Becca Cosmetics. I've only got one complaint about this collection. The eyeshadow palette to me just does not look that great. Becca Cosmetics is a really high-end good brand. A lot of people like stuff from them, including me. And I'm just not a big fan of this eyeshadow palette. This just doesn't look that intriguing to me. It's just got a bunch of neutral shades. I mean, if you're into that, you're into that. I'm feel like that there's 1,000 neutral shades out there. I really don't need another neutral palette.
I need to start inventing new colors or something.
Because it's just so repetitive. We're gonna get into some controversy. Huda Beauty. Look, I've tried one thing from them. That is their foundation. I haven't talked about the foundation on my channel yet. I will, but what I'm going to be talking about right now is they came out with a new setting spray. Somebody tell me down in the comments below, what does this setting spray look like? Whose setting spray does that look like? So Huda Beauty has had a scandal, if you would like to call it that, when they came out with their powders and they made it a baking powder, as in baking in the kitchen. And Beauty Baker, if you don't know who they are, their entire line, their entire everything is about that. All their stuff is food related. It's baking. Their little powder comes in a flour container, okay? So this setting spray to me literally looks like the Morphe setting spray. Like, it's in an aerosol can. That is the only setting spray I know of is Morphe's that's in like an aerosol can like that. That's why a lot of people do like it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take that good idea of people liking it in an aerosol can and create your own. I'm just saying that this looks like it doesn't look good on her, okay? And that is partially why I'm not gonna buy it. Moving on. So this Juvia's Place palette. Now, I have not tried anything from Juvia's Place, but from what I know, they're a very like colorful, pigmented indie brand. And this new palette that they're coming out with, this is the Nubian Series 3 Coral Eyeshadow Palette. Okay, first things first, I didn't know it was called a coral eyeshadow palette. There's literally 2 coral shades, okay, 1 coral and an orange. If I saw this, I would not think it was Juvia's Place, honestly. Next, something that has been out for a while as well. This is the Game of Thrones eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. Okay, I know brands love to jump on these bandwagons with things that are really popular. People are so into Game of Thrones with the new season coming out. I get it, okay, but the packaging on this is ridiculous. I just feel like with excessive packaging like this thing is $65.
$65.
Okay, think that's worth it at all. Like 12 shades in it for $65. Are you joking me? Next, Go Big or Go Home mascara. This is by Kat Von D. I know there's a lot of controversy on Kat Von D. I don't keep up with her or that or anything like that. The only thing that I've tried from her that I do like is the liner. This is her mascara. Now, just looking at it, it just doesn't look that appealing. I know her thing is like all black and like whatever. It does show that. But I'm looking at the brush tip on it and it just doesn't look like much. Like, it looks like an average mascara, and I just don't like, I'm not one to pay $20 for one mascara. Anyways, I've told you guys that before. You can get way cheaper alternatives at the drugstore that work like 10 times better, and I just feel like that would be the case with this. Like, if I bought this, I think I would be disappointed. This is the Ofra Cosmetics online only Rays of Light Bronzing Primer. Now, when I looked at this, this was on Ulta and it has 0 reviews. I don't know how new it is, but it retails for $18. Now, looking at the picture, one, it is very dark, and I know it's supposed to be a bronzing primer. I understand that. My other concern is that it looks like it's filled with glitter. When I first saw this before reading the name, I thought it was one of those like the Fenty Body Lavas. Like, I thought it was going to be like that. I don't know. If you weren't wearing a full coverage foundation on top, I don't exactly know like how this would look under your foundation, which worries me. But speaking of Beauty Bakery, they are coming out with a breakfast in bed eyeshadow palette. I kind of have the same thing to say about the Juvia's palette that I have to say about this. It's just not intriguing at all. I don't know. It's just not that intriguing. This I think is older, like a while older, so don't clock me, but this is another Kat Von D thing. This is her Fetish palette. This is actually on sale and it's a limited edition, so maybe that's why I haven't seen it. But basically, this is their Fetish Blush and Highlighter palette. Now, the blushes look pretty. My thing is the highlighters literally match the blushes, which on a regular basis wouldn't be that bad. But the color scheme in this palette is so intense. It is like, whoa, like I couldn't imagine using that orange highlighter on my face, especially with an orange blush. Like, I get what she's trying to do here. I just don't know how it would look on the face. We're moving into our last product. This is the last thing that I have to talk about. This is the BH Cosmetics Santa Fe eyeshadow palette. I haven't tried anything from BH Cosmetics, but I've heard a lot of good things and they have really good eyeshadows. And my only issue with this, get ready for it, I'm sure you already know, is the layout. And for BH, it's kind of like that a lot, I find, with their, like when they came out with the Zodiac palette. I thought, wow, like The eyeshadows are kind of small and like weirdly shaped, which they're eyeshadows, so you could still, you know, maneuver them and work with them. But I just feel like if you were trying to use this for anything other than eyeshadow, or if you wanted to just use a bigger brush or anything like that, like, you wouldn't be able to. On the flip side, they honestly fit like a lot of shades in there, but other than the layout, it looks good. So anyway, so that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe before you leave, and I will just catch you all in my next video. Bye!
You don't give a damn about what I do.